Hey guys, Shawn Ziem, the Connection Machine, aka the Insurance Doctor. This is a Connection Conversation Show where I bring on guests in all walks of life as far as real estate, mortgage, financial advising, accountants, you name it, to help grow business together, the way we network. This is like if you were a little birdie and you were like listening to us in a conversation, this is what you're going to see. So definitely take some notes, drop a comment, ask any questions you might have. If you're on the live, hashtag live. If you're on the replay, hashtag replay. And at the end, please don't forget to go to the description, check out my guest information, and connect. It's all about growing our businesses together. And don't forget, hit that share button. And if you haven't already, subscribe and hit that notification bell. Let me bring on my next guest. We have Ramona Hernandez. How are you?
Hi, how are you, Shawn? I'm doing great. Thank you for having me on your show today.
Thanks for taking me up on it. A lot of people I know are nervous to do some public speaking, to get on social media doing video, and it's something that once you work outside your comfort zone, it changes you. So I'm glad that you took me up on it, and you'll have some fun. And before we even get into it, I always ask my guests, "Who are you and what do you do?"
Well, you've said some truth there as far as the scenario, being a little scary, intimidated. But yes, definitely getting out of my comfort zone. So, first, I want to say thank you so much for inviting me to your podcast and also to our mutual friend, Will Hernandez from Know
Yes.
Your Life, for always trusting me and thinking about referring me to some of his clients. So, I really appreciate you both. A little bit about myself. Um, I am a realtor from New Direction Realty, proud member of that great institution and family. I've been a realtor for the past 7 years, specializing in residential real estate. So I assist first time home buyers, sellers, seasonal investors, and my journey through real estate has shaped my passion for helping people basically build wealth and find their new home. Having worked as a Spanish teacher of foreign language for the past 20 years, I have carried that love for education by guiding first time homeowners and, you know, guiding them through those first steps that are so difficult to take, trying to make um, first time home buyers seminars, which, by the way, there's one coming in the end of the beginning of, sorry, the middle of April. So I'll
Okay.
share those. So I'm hoping today to share some exciting tips in some of my real stories, success, so hopefully help your audience, your listeners navigate through the real estate market with a little bit more confidence.
Yes, and a lot of people, yes, we shout out to Will, talking about networking. People network online, people network in person. It's if you're in business, you have to be connecting with other individuals. If you're not doing that, you're not going to have a business. And yes, that's how we all work together. It's how and I like how you said being a teacher for many years, using and focusing on education for your clients and prospects, and Ramona's all about helping. Helping, that's what the mindset I believe is the most important thing. If you're helping others, it will take it to the next level because you are not commission breath. You're not salesy. You are going to sit there and going to teach, educate, and bring that value. And a lot of times, I know health is important for me. How important is health for you in your business? Oh, my son wants to make a cameo. Say hello.
Hi. I help little ones like that, and so I do little ones and the other ones in the real estate.
That's it.
But yes, definitely guiding people because buying a home, it's the biggest purchase in their life, and of course, no surprise where people are so hesitant. You would not believe I have people, whether they're family members, acquaintances, friends, and clients, past clients that I met when I first started doing real estate, that say, "Oh yes, I have the interest of buying a home," and until this day, they're thinking about it again. But taking that step, sometimes people are not ready, but the whole idea is that we guide them through and making their own decision, not pushing, but adding the value and helping them make a wise decision, you know? So that's what we are here for.
Making decisions is very true. Taking action. A lot of people are afraid to pull the trigger. They're afraid to get things going. They get all the information in the world and never just go and try and do. So it's important. And this is funny. You shared with me that little inside thing when you like to sing. You like to do karaoke.
I cannot sing. I'm getting better from last week, almost lost my voice, but not from singing. I got sick. So it's almost 100%. But yes, I really enjoy that passion of singing. I love music. Yes. So doing
Funny
that,
you bring that up because you were like, "Oh, I'm a little nervous to be on the podcast." Karaoke is a lot. That's a
it's a,
nerve-wracking thing because you're in front of a lot of different people too, right?
you know what? It is true. It's just I think it's the fact that of being in a camera that you're being recorded, and these days everything about being politically correct, and you don't want to offend anyone, or obviously we're not perfect. Sometimes we say things that we don't have all the facts. While singing, you just have for fun. So today I'm hoping my apologies. English is my second language, but I'll do my best if I say something incorrectly. Well, there he goes. I'm still in the learning process because that never ends. Um, but yes, but like I said, I'm glad that you gave me the opportunity because I'm going to take this platform now to maybe uh, share some tips about people. Remember, I just mentioned that I have people that are still thinking about making a purchase, right? I have to tell you before I get into that, one of the reasons why I started real estate, which it's really one of my passions, coming from a very humble beginnings and thinking about my parents. My dad already passed away, but from very early on, my parents have instilled us, his children, their children, about the discipline of saving. They were into real estate, even though they were like hard work, and my father was a businessman, even though he went to like a fifth grade education, but was able to build a transportation business. But believed in real estate and follow with that my brothers who are also um, um, one of them is a builder and also invest in real estate. So I
Very
also get
cool.
to learn from firsthand from them as a family. Um, I own a few real estate as well that have allowed me the opportunity to kind of know some of the do's and don't, right? Because everything is a learning process, and of course that gives me the ability to share with others. Hey, don't go that road, or at least guide that person. Of at the end, everyone has the choice to make. So, with that being said, I want to take the opportunity to tell people, especially now that it's tax season. Okay, I have to tell you, we as consumer here in the United States, biggest consumer country, or the country, sorry, that consumes the most in the world. Um, we are so used to instant gratification, right? And I think this is a very important thing to even tell our children, right? That sometimes it's good to wait a little bit and think about what are our goals and what are our plans, right? What is that thing that we want to achieve? Because it is normal. We work hard, we work a lot. Yes, we deserve everything. We deserve the best in the whole world. But there needs to be some type of preparation. And I'm gonna say to people like, yes, we want to go out. It's been such a cold winter. I'm ready to go
Yes.
outside, and the first thing that we think, I want to go and I want to go on a vacation. And I don't blame you. I don't blame you. But you know what? If you still paying rent, right? Which you are paying a mortgage for someone else, why not pay your own mortgage and reap the benefits of home ownership and say, you know what? Maybe I don't have all that I need to put it as a down payment, but you know what? Maybe my tax refund will be, you know, something that I can add towards that particular goal. So I just wanted to, to kind of bring that up so that you can start building your wealth and reap all the benefits and rewards of home ownership, Um, I know we were talking early before we started about people with credit. Sometimes people say, I don't know if I qualify. I don't know if I have a good credit. Others that think that they have a good credit, and that's really not the case, right? Typically, the minimum usually the lenders requires it's a credit score of about 620. Obviously, the higher, the better interest rate that you will get. But it is important for us to value and take care of our credit history. Making sure we check it regularly. That you make your payments on time. You will be surprised how one car payment or one single payment can. I believe it's like 20, 30 points that you can lose. Don't mark me on that one. But the credit companies, when you're getting a loan, they take that seriously because they're thinking, if you cannot pay that, how are you going to pay these big investment that you're getting? So they take that really seriously. Also, if you have keep your balances low. So if, let's say, you have a $1,000 credit card, let's just keep that as an example. Don't use more than $300, right? We want to keep it lower than 30%. Don't close
That's a good
any.
tip right there.
Yeah, don't close any old accounts because it just looks good on your credit, and avoid having new ones if it's not necessary, right? Um, but again, these are things that I would suggest, for people that would like to see where they're standing before making decisions, whether you can or you cannot. um, Allow a realtor, guide you through, and then you can make a wise decision with whatever you might end up doing, whether it's waiting or, I always say, people ask me, oh, is it the best time to buy right now? The prices are super high. Obviously, the interests are a little bit more. Well, everyone's situation is different. The economy can be booming, but how about if your personal finances are not? So I think that you need to start with yourself. If you're ready, why wait later? So I was in with this for now. Um, date the interest rate and marry the home, and later on you can renegotiate and maybe refinance. Time will tell. Things are going to get a little better. So that will be my quick suggestions right now.
I definitely agree. It's a definite time to, if you are a renter, you are helping landlord stay rich, and you're not building equity. That rent of 2,000, 2,500, that's not going to give you any extra. But if you own a home and it appreciates, which most houses are appreciating, and we've had some very record number of appreciation in the last couple of years, because it puts you into a better position. And like Ramona was saying, then you can take the interest rate and do a refinance, maybe do a debt consolidation. You can use the equity to get yourself to be financially secure in a way, and just have a mortgage, and that's it. And as long as you are disciplined and don't go down the path of racking up all the credit cards again, but that allows you to do a lot of things that you couldn't before. And a lot of people, yes, they're not educated. They don't know there's a lot of different products out there, a lot of people to talk to. Some people are scared, but like Ramona, like myself, I like to surround myself with certain professionals to help others. So they know a home inspector, they know a contractor, they know an attorney, title, all these people that people have to know. You're the quarterback if you are that realtor, as Ramona is trying to help everyone every step along the way. So it's a key thing to get involved early and have that conversation. And it might, hey, you'll talk to people for 6 months before they buy. I'm sure they talk to people for 2 years. You just never know when that's going to happen. So we always say it's important to start now, get pre-approved, find out what you can afford, and then look for that. And if you have kids, a lot of people are like, "Oh man, how do you do all this stuff?" And I'm like, "Hey, sometimes you got to multitask, and they're
That's
around,
right.
and it just allows us to do more things And I want to have a final thought from you for those that are in real estate to help them with marketing for their business. How do you bring in new leads, generate leads for your business?
I think without going too much into detail, we just need to find ways to get in front of people. Okay. One of the things that I told you that I like, it just regardless if it's real estate or not, I love socializing. I'm afraid a little bit of talking in front of the camera because of what I already told you. But once I am with people, I'm in my zone, I'm in my element. I'm a social person, I can adapt. I have fun with it. When I'm in the office, my time flies. So as far as your question with leads or just getting to people, just go to different right now I was invited to an event. I'm thinking about going. It's about Women's International Day. So there are a lot of events that are happening, around, whether it's in our community or things that you just like. See where you can get involved. What really is that things that interest you, but just ways to get in front of people. I'm more a face to face more than a phone kind of thing. But of course, we have to, at least it's better calling someone on the phone than not calling at all. But definitely getting in front of people is the best. Having that connection, person to person, which we have lost with time, with the fact that technology is great, but that's one of the things that unfortunately, sometimes we just like test. I value more when someone calls me when it's my birthday and you call me on the phone, say, oh, hi, happy birthday, how are you doing, blah, 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 blah. Yes, I appreciate the text, the messages. I really do. But the ones that take that moment to call me, I'm sorry, it's just a little extra from me to those people. I know it's difficult to reach so many, but, I try sometimes time to do that. Yes.
I love that. And I agree with you. Being personable, having that social contact is very important. So I want to make sure everyone that's watching today, please go to the description, take a look at Ramona's information, reach out to her, have a conversation, see if maybe you're looking to buy a house, invest, maybe you're looking to get into real estate. Want to just get to know who Ramona is, please reach out to her. We're all here to connect. We appreciate Ramona for her time today and providing that value. And as always, Ramona, stick around for one moment. Everyone else, we
My
hope you
pleasure.
have an amazing rest of your day.
Thank you.